Like, so we are doing the installations with the SWPM tool. That is the first topic here. So what happens after the installation exactly? So exactly after the installation, one of the application server will be created. So we are in the, so SAP is the three-tier architecture: presentation layer, application layer, and DB layer. So we have the three-tier architecture here, right? So using the presentation layer with your logon pad, so with your SAP screen and everything, you have built the softwares, you have built the application layer. This is called the application layer. So this is called the SAP layer. So this is the presentation layer. So means your presentation, your server front end. So this is the DB here, right? So this is the database here. So first we have installed the dependency. First we have installed the dependency here, right? Why? Because the dependency has to be installed fast. Then application server on top of the database, means basement and ground floor, like that we have installed it, right? Without basement, so the floors will not be stable, right? So without database, SAP also will be down here. So database and SAP here. So here, this part we are discussing here, SAP application server we have installed. As soon as you install the, after the installation, what happens? So once the installation is completed, you will get the two SAP instances, two SAP instances here. So whenever you install the one of the SAP SID, you will get the two instances here, right? One is the one is the application server instance, primary application server, and the second one is called the so ASCS instance. So here PAS means primary. Normally in the shortcut we will call it as the PAS, primary application server. ASCS means above system, so central services. ASCS, normally CS, sometimes we will call it as the CS also here. So which means whenever you have done the SAP installation here, you got the two instances here. One will be like this here, and the second one will be like this here. So what is mean by instance? Means the set of services will run on these instances here. So set of services will run on this here. So A plus B whole square, like SAP means A square plus B square, A plus B whole square here. So like this, so we have the two instances, here, right? One is the ASCS instance will be created. ASCS instance will be created here. Second one is the, so application server instance is created here, two instances. Suppose, so as soon as your installation is done, in the MMC, you can see the SAP management console. In the SAP management console, you can see the instances list. Instances list, you can see it here. Instances list, we can see it here. Someone, I think someone installed the ND4, someone they said, right? So like here, you can see, so two instances here, right? This is the additional instances. This we can install it later. So, but by default, you will get the two instances like this. You will get the two instances here. Two instances you will get like this here, right? So 6, 5, something like that here also. So something like that 20, 21, you will get the two instances here, right? So remaining one, additional one depends upon the load. We can install the one more application server also. Okay, so let's park the topic for now. You will get confused. Okay, whenever you do the SAP installation, by default, under the each SID, you will get the two instances here. Two instances. These are the instances here. So in the instances, you will get the specific services here. Specific services will run here. So means, so what is this here? Means whenever you install the SAP system, means you are building a one brand new house you are building. One brand new house you are building. One new house you are building. So when you build the new house, we have the two bedrooms, like two rooms, right? One is the master room, second one is the chota room, right? So like a child room, right? So smart room, right? So two bedrooms, same as like whenever you install the SAP, you will get the two instances, two rooms here, this one, this one. Then who will stay inside of the home? Our family members, right? Family members. Same as like SAP also, they are the one family will stay in SAP also here. So installing the new SAP system means constructing the new house. Okay, in our words, in our language, in our layman language. So installing the new SAP system means constructing a new house. New house name is called the SID. What is the SID of the house? So ND4, BAL, NWD, like that we have done the installation here, right? So then then inside of the home, who will stay? Family members, right? Here also inside of the SAP application server, when you build the new SAP system, one family will stay here. One family members will stay here. Who are the family members here, right? So here you can see there is a formula DVEBMGS here. DVEBMGS here, which means so here these are the family members. Same as like in our home also, we have the father, mother, so kid, children's, like that how we have here also we have the dialogue, work process, right? So dialogue, work process, V means update work process, E means NQ work process, right? NQ. B means the background work process, right? M means the message server, right? G means the gateway work process, right? So then S means the spool service, the spool service. So like that we have the 7 work process, 5 plus 2, right? 7 work process will be in the inside of the home, means inside of the SAP system here. So 7 are there, but here 2 instances are there. Then what is the difference here? So ASCS instance means so message server, NQ server, these two services will run on ASCS instances. The remaining five means so dialog, update, background, gateway, spool. Remaining 5 will be on the each application server instance. It will be multiple. So each application server instance, along this one, you have the in the each application server, you have the dispatcher. Each application server, you have the dispatcher and IC man, and IGS. So additional 3 processes are available. But these are the not the work process here. These are the not the work process. These are the just services here. So we have the 7 work process in SAP. In that 5 will be in the ASCS instance. Remaining 2 will be in the ASCS. So remaining 5 will be in the additional application server, means your primary application server. Each application server, so you have we have this processor available here, right? 7 process here, right? Additionally 3 on the each application server here. It will come automatically here. Sir, but you told that ASCS and application server, but the services are running. Can you show me where it is here? So if you go to the here, if you go to the process list here you can see message server, NQ server is running on message server is running on the one instance here. This is called the instances here, which means so where the message server and NQ server is running, that is called the ASCS instance here, right? So where the remaining process means so your dispatcher, ICM, so gateway and remaining work process table. If you go to the here, the remaining work process like so DIA and update, BTC, spool. So we have the work process, right? Remaining 5 work process are in the here, right? Remaining 5 work process are in this work process list here. So these are called the application server. These are called the application server. So this is the first application server. That's why we will call it as the PaaS, primary application server, and central services or above system central services here. So two instances we will get. Each instance, there's a set of services will run. These are the set of services in this ASCS2, and remaining 5 will be in the primary application server, and the remaining 5 will be so, and also additionally you will get the dispatcher, IC man, and so IGS will be in the here, right? These are the two instances here. So what exactly we will do inside of the home, how we are doing the, how we are helping to the process our logics and everything, same as like here also, this work process will help to complete your order, to complete your business request, to complete your processing, to complete your payments, to complete all those things. This work process will be helpful here. To this work process will be helpful here to book the orders, to do whatever we want. So this work process will be helpful to you, right? So this is the first thing of the work process after the installation you will get here. If you see under the any SID, if you see this one, here also we have the message server, NQ server. If we go to the here also, we have the dispatcher, IGS, IC man, additionally these three, and we have the gateway, and the remaining 4 will be in the here, right? So dialogues, update, BTC, spool. So remaining 4 are in the here in this work process list here, right? So total 5 plus so 2, 7 work process. The 3 are the additional process that will not comes under the work process list here. So SAP has 7 work process here. So that's why there is a formula, the DVEBMGS here. So what is the exact usage here? Why it is required? To help users to complete their work. So it will help to the users. It will serve the user request to complete in the SAP systems here. So here, what exactly? So then what we have to do in our case here? What we have to do after we configure all those things here? As soon as you done it here, we need to log into the our SAP systems here, right? So we have the SAP login pad here. We have the SAP so login pad. We have the SAP login pad which we have to install in our desktops or our laptops. We have to install it here. You see the SAP login pad here. So once you done the SAP login pad installation, it's very simple. So normal software installation only. Then we will get the prompt like this here, right? Empty prompt you will get like this here. So here just click on the create button. Create. Why? Because you need to add the SAP systems here. You need to add the SAP systems here. You need to add it here. You need to add the all SAP systems into in this login pad here. SAP login pad. So you need to add the SAP systems into this login pad to come first of all to log into the SAP system. This is the presentation layer. Why? Because here you need the SAP GUI, SAP login pad here to complete your work here, right? SAP GUI or SAP login pad you required here. So once you install this one, you need to add your SAP systems into your login pad entry here, right? Let me go to click on the create button here, create connection here. This is the very important. Who are the new to SAP? This is very important. This is required. So this is required to complete the work here. Okay, this is required to complete the work here. Okay, so here just click on the next button. Here you can type the custom application server for now. So or it will be by default. Later I will tell you how to select the group server selection also. Now we can use the custom application server, which means directly connecting to the application server, means from your GUI to for GUI connection entry to the your application server, not in the message server group server selection here, group server selection here, right? So here you need to description. Suppose like this is the SAP, so NetWeaver, so development system, something like that. So you can just type the description. So application server name. Application server means where you have installed the SAP. That is called the application server name. So this is the host. This is the host, right? This host name is SAP Windows 2. Or you can also see SAP Windows 2 is our application server name here, right? So then just you can provide the application server name is SAP Windows 2 here, right? So then instance number here, you can see 05, 06, 07, 20, 21. These all are the instance numbers. These all are the instance numbers here. These all are the instance numbers here. Suppose you are connecting to the application server. Application server means here either primary application server. Application server means primary application server here, which means you need to add the entry of the instance number of the 05. Means primary application server instance number you need to add it. Means application server name is the SAP Windows 2, 05 is the instance number. 05 is the instance number here. So 05. What is the SID here? So ND4, ND4. SID is the instance number, ND4 is the SID. Application server name is the SAP Windows 2, instance number is the 05. These three parameters are mandatory and very important parameters to connect to the SAP system. Then finish it. See here, new entry is added here. One more new entry is added here, which means then after that, when you select this entry, double click it or just click on the login button, then you will get the SAP screen. You are getting the SAP screen here. This is the SAP screen here. You can see this is the SAP screen, means application server screen. You got it here. Application server screen, you got it here, right? So this is the application server screen. How you got this screen means, so here go to the your SAP login pad here, go to the SAP login pad, router string and all those things are not required to give it here. Okay, so just click on the connection here, just click on the next button, description. So what is the your SID you are going to use it? Suppose like ND4. This is the very important, right? What is the application server name and host of the SAP host of the SAP Windows 2, SAP Windows 2. Our is our application server host name. In this operating system name, we have installed the instance number 05. If you don't mention the 05, you wrongly given the 06. SID is the ND4. Router string is for the, sometimes what we have to do, suppose if you want to allow the users login from the public mode, publicly, then you need to maintain the router string here. So means you no need to give the your remote desktop, just give the your public router string here. Automatically the public users can log in from their desktops or laptops. They can log in. They no need to log into the jump servers and remote servers, and they can directly access the your SAP system. That time router string we have to use it here. So it's a optional one. So then click on the next one. This is also not required. This is also not required. Just click on the OK button. Then ND4 you have added here. ND4 you have added here. So, but when you double click it or when you click on the login button, it won't open. It won't open here. See here, you got the error here. So connection to the partner is broken. Connection to partner is broken. Why? Because the instance number is wrong. You have given the ASCS instance number, 06 instance number. We have selected the custom application server. Then you need to give the application server host name, SID, instance number. We need to choose it correctly. Instance number, we need to choose it correctly here, right? So then once you select it, then clicking on the edit it, we can edit it again. So just wrongly chosen, right? Just select it. Just click on the OK button. You log on, you double click it, it will be log into the your SAP application server screen is opened. This is the SAP application server screen. SAP application server screen here. So here we have the in SAP we have the client concept here. In SAP we have the client concept. We have to log in, we have to choose the client here. So by default, after the installation you will get the, by default after the installation you will get the two clients here, either the 000 and 001 are the default clients. Default clients we will get it out. Default clients we will get it out. And also the default default client and default users you will get, like here SAP star and the DDIC users you will get. SAP star and DDIC users, SAP star DDIC users you will get from here. Okay, so these are the default users and default clients along with the two instances, along with the this process, along with the data default. So default users, default client you will get here. Default users, default clients you will get from SAP here. So to first of all to connect to the SAP, we need to use the either 000 or the 00. We have to use it here. These are the client in SAP. SAP, all the transactions we have to do it after we log into the client only. Means is the client based concept here in SAP. Each and every data is the client based. So we have to log into the client and the respective user. Means we have the default user SAP star and DDAC. Why? Because new system you have installed, you don't have any your new system you installed, you don't have any SAP system. We don't have any users here, right? But during the installation time, you have given the username is like something like something. You are giving the password, right? So this is the password you are giving here. This is the passwords you are giving. So the same passwords we have to use it carefully. If you attempt wrongly, then it will be locked. It will be locked here, same as now. So we have the two clients, right? We can log in with the SAP system. This is the screen of the SAP system here. See here, this is the screen of the SAP system home page here. This is the home page of the your SAP application server. This is the home page of the your application server here. So here you can see that this is the SAP logo, and here we have to execute the transaction codes here. Here we have to execute the transaction codes here, right? So whenever you log into the SAP system, double click it, it will ask the it will give the home page logon screen here. In the logon screen, here you need to provide the client. What is the client? What is the user? What is the password? So these things we have to provide it here, right? The first time we are logging into the SAP system, after the installation is done, then we have to use the default clients. Default clients we have to use it. Then default users. Sir, what is the password for default users means? During the installation time, there is a one prompt. Please provide the password for all the users. Then you are providing for the passwords for all the users, right? Then what is the password means? These are the users passwords here. SAP start and DDAC are the users. So you can log into the any one of the client after the initial login here. After login to the SAP system, we can use the anyone here, right? So here the first work which are discussing about the dispatcher here, right? Dispatcher, right? Here what's happening in the back end, whenever you open the logon prompt, whenever you click it, whenever you are opening the SAP screen, just click it here, you are getting the SAP screen here. So what's happening here? What's happening here means here the dispatcher is helping to get the your logon screen here. Your logon screen, dispatcher is helping here. So dispatcher is the responsible person, dispatcher. So what is the use of? Now we have to discuss about the each and every work process here, right? Each and every family member inside of the server, we need to discuss what exactly these things will do. Why? Because each family member, either the dispatcher, either the dialogue, either the any one of the work process has dedicated responsibilities, dedicated tasks will be performed. Suppose example, if I take the dispatcher is the one of the process which is available in the application server, which will take the request from the users, right? So normally here GUI, whenever you click the open, then immediately your dispatcher will take your request, will assign to the respective dialog work process. Dispatcher will assign to the respective dialog work process here. Dispatcher will take it to the respective dialog work process here. Dispatcher will take the request, will assign to the respective the dialog work process, respective dialog work process here. That is called the dispatcher here. That is called the dispatcher. So dispatcher. So dispatcher, the main work is taking the request from the user, right? Assigning to the respective dialog work process, respective dialog work process. Okay, taking and assigning. So, sir, what will happen if the my dispatcher is down? You cannot log in. Suppose example, here I'm going to kill the, so now I can kill it here. I can kill the dispatcher. See here, immediately as soon as I kill it, see here, immediately ND4 connection is broken. Broken here. ND4, the connection is broken here. Right? Connection is broken here. See here, immediately the dispatcher is stopped. It went to the different color again, ash color. Now, if you try to log in here, you cannot log in. You cannot log in here. Why? Because, so here you can see it's not reached. Dispatcher is down here. Dispatcher is down. You cannot log into the SAP system. Why? Because here, who is helping to log into the SAP system? Dispatcher. Dispatcher is the person. He will take care of the right click and you can just restart it. Again, it will start it here. Right? So here, the dispatcher is responsible to take the user request and assign to the your available dialog work process. Available dialog work process here. Dialog work process here. So here dispatcher will be the responsible here. As soon as your dispatcher is down, here no one cannot log in. You cannot log into the your SAP system here, right? So that is the main thing of the your dispatcher here, right? So now let me start here. So it is starting. See here, server process is starting here. Server is starting here. We go to the work process table. All the work process will come to the status here. All the work process will come into the status here, right? It is the, so all the, this is the work process list here. It should be come to the green status here. Then only we can log in. Otherwise, what will happen? Now see, it will keep on loading, loading, loading. Please wait, please wait. Like that, we will get it out. Then we will get the SAP screen here. So you see here, see here, connecting, please wait, please wait, please wait. So like that you are getting now, right? Which means backend SAP system is starting now. So it is taking the dispatcher. So dispatcher take the user request and maintain in FIFO order. FIFO order means first in, first out order, and will assign your request to the available dialog work process. Right? As soon as your work process, your systems are available, then immediately you got the SAP logon screen. SAP logon screen here. This is the SAP logon screen here, right? Here we need to log into the SAP system here. So any one of the user here, right? So normally 000 or 001, then you can log into the SAP system here, SAP system. Then here, this is the first screen. This is the initial screen after your login is initiated here. Here, what you need to do, here you need to enter the passwords, right? Here you need to enter the, sorry, transaction codes here. So here, SAP level, you need to use the transaction codes. So what is transaction code means? Transaction code is the shortcut to the your business application. Transaction code is the shortcut to the your business application. So here you need to use the transaction code here. So first one, which I'm giving the assignment to everybody. So because this everybody has to configure this one here, right? So here, once you after the login to the first, what you need to do? You need to add the system field to your logon pad, SAP logon pad. Then you need to log in. Once you log into the here, you will get the SAP screen here. Then how you are getting the SAP screen means dispatcher. So what is the use of the dispatcher means? Taking the user request, maintaining the request into the FIFO order, then assigning the request to the three activities of the dispatcher will do here. So taking the user request, then maintaining FIFO order, maintain the request in the FIFO order, then assigning the request, user request to, so dialog work process here. This is the what it will do here, right? So this is a three activities will be performed by the your dispatcher here. So here taking here, right? So here normally these are the default clients here. Normally 000 001 are the default clients here. Means you have the default master data available in these clients here. So normally we should not use these clients as well. So for our day-to-day business activities, we should not use it here. Whenever there is a SP upgrades, some kind of like language installations, so that time we have to use the default clients only, but normally we should not use the, so these clients here, we should not use to log in here. Why? Because in these clients we have the SAP master data available, right? SAP data we will get default clients means default data will be available. Default data means master data available. So we should not log into this client. For now, we can log in as a base administrator. We can log in and we can carry out some other activities here, right? So then we can use any one of the user. So like either the SAP star DDIC. Why? Because the first time you won't get the any users or anything. Just log into the either 000 or 000. Then so DDIC user SAP star DDIC. Then you can use the password here. You can use the passwords here. So then here, so once you log in here, here in this box, this is called the OK code box. This is the home page. In this box here, OK code box, here we have to enter the transaction codes here. Transaction codes here. So as soon as installation is done, we need to log into the system. Here we need to execute the first transaction code is called the SIC here means SAP in consistency check here. It will show the SAP consistency check here. Initial consistency check. No errors are reported. As part of the installation, are there any errors are reported in the SAP or not? It will give the results here. That is called the SAP consistency check. SIC here, right? So this is the one of the first transaction code here. So this is the back button. This is the exit button. This is the cancel button. Cancel means canceling the current transaction code. Exit means you want to log off, right? So this is the where we need to enter the transaction codes here. This is the OK code box. This box is called the OK Google. How we have here, this is called the OK code box here in SAP. Right? So here we need to enter the transaction code. Transaction code. In the shortcut, we will call it as the T code. T code is the shortcut to the your business page. Shortcut to the your business page here. Business page here. T code is shortcut to the your business page here. Here we need to, if you enter the transaction code, it will open the screen. Business page will be opened here. SICK, something like that here. This is the first transaction code SM28. This is also same transaction code. SICK, SM28 are the transaction code to check the consistency status. To check the consistency, check here SICK SM28 to check the consistency status here, right? So then we have to discuss about the, once you log into the SAP system, so then this is the page will open. Here we have to enter the all the transaction codes and everything. We have to enter it here, right? So here default users, default clients means the default users are the super users, master users. Default clients are called the master clients, which will contain the SAP client contains the data. Client contains the data here. 000, 001. Both are same. 000 is the master client. 000 is the master client, and 001 is the backup of the master client here. Backup of master client here. In case this is gone, we have the backup of the master client here, right? So we will use this clients here, right? SAP start ready. Initially to log into the SAP systems, we have to use this one here. After that, we need to create the new client. So new users, our topics will come from here onwards. Our one by one, all our topics will come. So you need to perfect with the how to add SAP systems into SAP login pad, then how to log in. While logging, who is helping here? Our dispatcher is helping. Then after that, it is assigning to the dialog work process. Dialog work process will take care of the your request here. Okay, so that is the first transaction code. You need to practice it here, right? So die dispatcher. So then SICK SM28. These two are okay. So you need to up to here. You need to practice it here. Then only you can understand the remaining concept here. The first concept is how to add the SAP systems into the SAP logon pad. That is the first foremost thing which you have to do it here while logging. So once you log into the server level, you will see the SAP logon pad. In the SAP logon pad, you will see the screen like two systems here. You need to can add the multiple systems also, you can add it. But first thing is the how to add the systems into the SAP logon pad. Then how to log in. Then while logging, who is helping. Then after the, so then what are the transaction codes we have to enter it here, right? Here client, user ID, password, we have to type it, click on the enter button. Automatically you will log into the your SAP screen. From here you need to enter the transaction codes. Transaction code is the shortcut to the your business application. Got it? Any questions? Any clarification? Anyone? You got it? How to add the systems? Anyhow, I will share the details, these details. How I will share the screen details. So you can add to the your login pad. You can configure it in each and every login pad. Then you can start login to the system. You can use the first transaction code here. Right? Is it correct? Any questions? Any confusion? Anyone? This is the first starting point to the here. Here, if you are confusing, then that will be entire confusing only. Why? Because we are keep on discussing day to day more transaction codes. So first of all, you should know how to enter the transaction codes. That's why I'm pausing here. I'm pausing here, asking everybody. So will you guys able to configure? I will share the details. So try to configure it here. So you have the time who are in front of the laptops, just you can try to configure it, or you are not in front of the laptop. I can share these details in the group. Just you can configure it, you can log in, you can execute the transaction code, send me the results to me. This is the assignment I'm giving to you today. Small assignment. I need result of the SICK transaction code. Why? Because this is the first transaction code after you joining the organization project. The first thing after you log into the system, you have shift, you need to execute the first transaction code is the SICK. Consistency check during your login to know are there any inconsistencies, is there any error messages, like that. To check it out, you need to execute this transaction code. That's why, so I would request everybody, so please execute this transaction code. And you can just share the screenshot to me. In this way, I know both the, so you guys are configured and you guys are practicing. Okay, who don't have the user IDs also, you can ping me. Okay.